Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel. Today I'm gonna unbox another G-Shock 35th anniversary, obviously just from the box alone. But today we're gonna have a look at GA-735C-4AJR JDM release, as being indicated with this writings with their JA, stand for Japan release model. Eric Hayes design box 700 series 35th anniversary, so that's why they have 35 at the end of the model number. You guys already seen this plenty of times before, so without wasting any more time, let's pop it up right away. 3, 2, 1, bam. This is one of my low-end analog digital model that I'm in favor, although I'm pretty sure that's gonna change soon because G-Shock seems to be releasing a lot of new models that's way better, so we'll see about that. For now, let's have a look at these papers over here. G-Shock 35th anniversary on here with all those functions or specialty this model have. 1/100 BO stopwatch, which is a 100-second stopwatch, target time included, handshift function, LED light, super illuminator in white colorway. This will be the 20-volt water resistant GA-735C-4AJR, and retails at 20,000 yen, which is pretty expensive in my opinion, since there are no added function at all. They didn't improve as far as the module. They just add this appearance, and it costs us double from the usual price for this. If you check the full red, the basic red model, they're gonna cost about 10,000 yen, and you could get even lesser than that if you actually look hard enough. So we're paying extra to get this Red Out series, and the question is it worth it? So I'm going to share with all you guys right now the feature of this model, just in case you're planning to grab one of this. You might want to check this video out first and just see by yourself what you're gonna get, what you're paying for the extra money. From the side, we're gonna have a look at 3 screw construction that's almost black, but they are black. They're more like a gold or closer to the copper like colorway, which is very interesting. Definitely not silver, by the way. These 2 buttons comes in plastic material as well. The coating are the same as the one on the bezels. You can see the different tone going on over there. All of the 5 buttons on this piece comes in resin material. All 5 of them, both sides go through the same construction. 3 screws to lock the bezel on there, and the front button over there, similar thing again with same texture, same size, similar in every way. This is to operate the light function on this piece, which I will cover even further after this. At the front, you can see of how rugged the appearance is like now. This is one of the reasons why GA-700 had been very popular, because it is low end, it is analog digital, the hand is big, it's very clear, and of course the rugged appearance, it screams out G-Shock aesthetics. And of course we have G-Shock at the top here in black colorway to match with every other series that was released alongside with this one as well. All of the red G-Shock writings comes in black, similar as this guy, and the rest are just red, emptied out. Basically, they still have the writings there, adjust mode, forward or reverse, start, stop, and all those on the bezel, but emptied out. And if you move into the watch face a little bit further, you can see that this index over there comes in a different tone of red. I'm pretty sure that's because of that the faceplate over there don't have the similar coating as the watch band and bezel though, which is totally not reflective at all. Look at you could see on how I reflects lights on the watch band and bezel, and they're just nothing compared to when the light hits on the glass. Light reflects it very well. So that makes this watch even more awesome. And since this is the GA-700, the big case model, you get more red tone here. You get more Red Out series out of this. I mean, you compare to this guy. Of course, this is a Red Out, which is awesome enough already. But then you have this. This thing over here is very bold. It's gonna grab a lot of attention even more, especially with this red tone over there. This is one of a kind. There are no other G-Shock that even closely similar as this, although the aesthetic is still the same, but the color itself, it's just one of a kind. Alright, moving even further to the watch face over there, the display, digital display, all comes in negative, which I'm not a fan of because of how deep the display was buried in there. And since it is in negative red, it's gonna be very hard to tell the time. You could even see by yourself from this camera or from this video alone on how hard it is to see the time or what the display are displaying right now. Look at that, it's very hard, especially when you tilt your watch like this, like invisible already. But regardless, we have similar function as well, date and time at home time. You can swap those using the adjust button over here for the home time city setting, and then we have here this date and time over there. First mode will give us the countdown timer. We have a roll time, of course, with time swap and alarm, 5 of them including snooze, and a stopwatch, of course. And back to home time, we could have a quick access to this stopwatch, of course, right away from home time, and with a target time including in here as well. I need to set this thing up beforehand as well. But if you want to learn more about the module, how it operates, how to use the function, I already made a separate video talking about those, and I already made a lot of GA-700 series unboxing review video. Go check those out. I talk a lot about the module already, but for this video I'm gonna take more time, spending more time on this red band bezel, because this is the specialty of this release. This colorway is what makes the way it is right now, what gives the hype for this very model. So moving down to the watch band over here, we're gonna have a look at standard GA-730 tapered at the middle here type of watch band, and just flattened out. And what I like about this watch band is that it is smooth. I like the one from the Untitled 5635 model. It has some grip on it. Try to feel it on hand, you will understand what I'm trying to say here. This part over here have different feels on it, unlike these guys, way smoother. Of course you have a little bit grip, more like a velvety feels, but it's still smoother. Moving into the top part of this watch band over here, similar construction again, similar coating, feels the same as well, and it indeed comes with this trademark 35th anniversary band keeper, 3-star, 5-star at the bottom there, and 35th anniversary being stamped on there with brushed finish on the top and gloss finish at the sides. This buckle, 2 horn buckle there with G-Shock at the top there, with Casio Thailand sign below it. So that is interesting because that model there was made in by Casio China, if I'm not mistaken, fully made by Casio China, but in this case fully by Casio Thailand. So that's interesting, since same series but was made on a different factory. So I'm pretty curious to see what differs as far as the construction, and I'm pretty sure I already seen one already that is on the back plate. Look at the back plate right now. We have here Casio 5522 GA-735C stainless steel back, Japan movement case in Thailand, with water resistant to 20 bar as 200 meter, very tough watch, and G-Shock over here with 35th anniversary logo designed by Eric. Similar thing again. However, if you compare this backplate to this one that was made in China, you can see that there's a tiny little difference, and that is as far as the thickness of the stamp. I mean, the DW5635C leather stainless steel back made in China curved leather trim is way more thicker. You can see that it have some little bit of bold on them compared to this one on here. This one is a little bit more thinner. If you touch it, you're barely able to see all this stamp on there, but in this case way more significant. This texture is way more obvious. So there are tiny little things that I noticed over here, made in China compared to made in Thailand Red Out series. And one other thing that I noticed, that this screw over here that apply also to all of these Red Out series, they all come with this copper light colorway. You can see that this is definitely not black. Just look at how the tone on here and here is different. So definitely not black, definitely not silver as well. So that is something that we paid for to get as well. So that is interesting. And as far as the rest from this bottom part of the watch band are the standard, it's pretty smooth compared to the one on top. And one other thing that I noticed as I'm operating this watch right now is the hands. I'm gonna highlight or talk a bit more about the hours and the minutes hands in there. Like the first time as I opened it up, I saw this hands first, of course, obvious because of how big it is, and to tell the time, of course, with white accents instead of black. So there's tiny little things that is different as well. And I also noticed that it looks different from the rest of a GA-730 model up there. I can't tell if just me or what, or this, if you guys already seen this one as well. Look at how lights reflects on it. The material over here, unlike other model that looks like a stainless steel or metal finishing, this guy have similar finishing, but it looks very much like a plastic, like a very cheap material, or should I say different from the rest of the faceplate or the bezel, the band, and also the buttons. You know, when you turn on the lights, you can see that something interesting about the hands, and I'm pretty sure this is true. The fact that these hours and the minutes and on this Red Out series GA-735C aren't solid. They're actually translucent material, and to demonstrate even further, you need to actually turn off the light. Look at that. If the hands is solid, when you turn on the light, you wouldn't be able to see, or the lights will have a hard time to surpass that and light on this top part of the watch. But in this case, you can see that it's able to glow all the way up there, of course because of high brightness. But you could also see that the hours and the minutes and will also glow as well, and that indicates that definitely this guy not solid. If it is solid, it won't glow at all. Lights wouldn't be able to go through the hands in there. And yeah, that is very interesting finding. If you own one of this, go check yours and you're gonna be surprised. So this changed the game. Even though this watch don't have any lume, making the hands in gel material like that, it changed the game. It makes the hands glow in the dark when you turn on the light. This is the first GA-700 series that features a jelly watch hours and minutes hands. I believe in every G-Shock lineup, this is the first one in history, if this is true. Leave a comment down below if you notice the same thing, or if it's true, or if it's wrong, it's just me. So leave that in the comment section down below. I'm very excited to see that. But for now, let's move on from there. I mean, it's very impressive and already I'm very proud to be able to get one of these on hand, man. Especially knowing that the hours and minute hands like that is totally changed the game. It's different, just different, and a very good move as well. And now this will be the fitting. I'm just gonna wear the hose number 3 from the top, so it's gonna be a loose fit. Look at that, very loose fit if you look at it from this angle. But if you look at it from this angle, it looks very nice already, like fitting just nice. Of course, this is big, it's bold, it's very obvious that it is a G-Shock and screams red. So I don't know about you guys, but if you look at it from the bottom, it looks more like a standard model GA110, GA100, GD1200. Those models have similar construction, but when you tilt your wrist, that is a Red Out GA-735. That's pretty expensive as well, up to date since model, as I already said before, sought after very fast. So if you got the chance to grab any one of this, or even that, or any other series from this Red Out series, try it. It's gonna be worth it. Alright guys, I believe that sums up all the things that I have to share on this very video. I hope you guys found this helpful, informative, and entertaining as well. For your future reference, leave a like if this video does help you, and also subscribe to see more great content like this coming up in the future, man. And just look at the hands, man. I still can't move on from there. Look at how gorgeous it looks. Alright, thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and